Hello, collective. How is everyone doing? Let's get right into the collective message. So, the download I was getting was that you are a master. I also heard mastermind. So, you could be somebody who's extremely intellectual. You are somebody who has mastery over some sort of skill, craft, talent, gift. But I feel like you're also somebody who is willing to work and practice until you have something down packed and mastered. I'm getting something about being qualified, overly qualified for something. I feel like you're also about to shake up the room here, collective, especially because, you know, you could be walking into a place, for example, this could be a job where you already have the knowledge, you already have the experience, you've put in the practice into this. So you walk in knowing exactly what you're doing. Matter of fact, you can do this person's job, that person's job, that person's job. You can take over everybody's job. You have this ability to do many things at once. You may also be very talented, very gifted in multiple areas of your life. And this could really shake up the room. This could get people to feel a bit competitive, a bit envious. They're like, oh, well, the collective can do this. I feel like the collective's going to take my job, take my position. Let's get into it. Queen of Wands, Five of Wands at the cut. Look at that. So this is definitely this energy of you being very magnetizing, fiery. I'm hearing something about being exotic. So maybe some of you are from somewhere that's exotic, but Five of Wands, this is that competitive energy. You know, you can be an extremely attractive individual. And that Queen of Wands energy, when she or he, does not matter, genders, neither here nor there in tarot. But when you walk into a room, all eyes are on you. When you walk into a room, it's like everybody stops breathing, they stop what they're doing, and they turn around to look like, who is that? Immediately, you cause disruption. Not intentionally. It's just your energy, it's your aura. Immediately, you have certain people who feel a sense of competition, envy, getting ready to prepare to fight for what's theirs, their position, their territory. You start feeling the tension in the room here, collective. I feel like you're meant to walk into places and really bring about awakenings. You're really here to wake people up. You're meant to bring change, the Hierophant, lessons. You're meant to be a teacher. Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus energy here. Now, whether people choose to learn from you or not is up to them. They can either see your energy and want to learn from it, or see your energy and envy it and want to compete with it. Messages for High Priestess, collective. Pisces energy. I'm hearing something about you being silent observers, which makes for the perfect mastermind. That's what I'm hearing. So you definitely have this thing about you where you are a silent observer. You see all but say nothing. You take in and observe everyone's actions, reactions, energy, body language. Messages for the collective here. Queen of Wands wanting to pop out. And that's your energy. Even when you don't want to pop out, you pop out. You're somebody who's extremely determined to win, and not necessarily that you're in competition with anyone else. I feel like you're in your own lane, you're in competition with yourself, but like you want to outshine yourself from your, the you that was yesterday, the you that was a week ago. It's like you are determined to really achieve your goals and be better than you were yesterday. You're extremely independent, creative, passionate. You have this zest for life. You also have this passion and this zest for what it is that you do. You're very free spirited. You are not afraid to take leaps of faith. You're not afraid to try new things. And this can intimidate people. This can make people feel some sort of way. How is the collective so free spirited? How are they not afraid to take that leap? How are they not afraid to fall on their face? Because you may have already done this a million times where you've tried new things and you've fallen on your face and then gotten right back up because you're that determined. You're that hungry for success. Not necessarily hungry in a desperate type of way, but hungry because, I don't know, it's just something in you that's just like, I want to be better, do better, have better. I want to break generational curses. Powerful energy here. The Tower. What did I say? You are shaking up the room. Scorpio, Aries energy here. You could have this in your chart. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries. Either way, you are shaking up the room. I keep hearing Pop Smoke. How about, what did it say? How about I shake the room? Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing. These are individuals who may have felt comfortable in their position. And then here you come, like I said before, walking into that office, walking into that room, walking into that building, and all of a sudden, everybody's uncomfortable. Everybody's like, hold up, who's the new chick, the new guy that just walked into this office, into this job, into this building? What are they about? There's something that I feel about them and their energy. I have a feeling that they're just going to disrupt a lot of things, and not in a negative way. Again, that's their perception, because you walking into the room causes a disruption within themselves and where they're sitting. You're just coming in to do your job. But like I said, you could do the job of 3 or 4 or 5 of those people. I'm hearing something about disrupting the status quo. I'm also getting like Mean Girls energy with this 3 of Cups here. So there could be this group of individuals. I'm getting a very cliquey vibe here. And you could be disrupting this clique. Okay. The 7 of Cups. You have a lot of people who are, whatever it is that you're doing, okay, whether this is in a job, in an office, a building, online, you have people wondering about you. You're like, Or they are like, who is the collective really? Who are they? What are they about? You have people who are definitely making up stories in their mind about who you truly are. You're here to dismantle illusions. I'm hearing something about a male dominated field. So You could be a woman who is entering into like a male dominated field, work field. And again, you could be disrupting the status quo, like what? A woman doing construction, a woman doing, X, Y, and Z. Like, you are bursting people's bubbles. You are dismantling illusions. The Star card. Aquarius energy. The Empress at the bottom, Taurus, Libra. You're very strategic. Definitely. You keep your cards close to your chest. You don't tell people your next move, what you have going on. So when you pop out and you do something, it really shocks the hell out of people. You may have certain people who see you as someone who's unobtainable. Like, you may have a lot of people who lust after you, who want to befriend you, who put you on a pedestal, especially with this Empress energy here. Again, it's like people make up a lot of stories, good and bad, when it comes to you. I feel like whatever it is that you are doing, whatever it is that you are a master of, it is and always has been part of your destiny. To master your craft, your skill, your talents. Some of you are definitely meant to be in the spotlight here, or your work is meant to be in the spotlight. Doesn't matter whether you are doing something online or this is in a company, like, you're meant to shine. And that's the thing, is that you may outshine other people. And that's kind of where these envious energies may come through. But you're meant to be sitting on a throne. You're meant to be bringing in a lot of abundance. You have the ability to create very fertile energy. The seeds that you plant have the ability to really, really grow into something long lasting, long term, fruitful. Seven of Pentacles. Six of Wands. The Empress is still at the bottom. You are meant to be recognized, seen, publicly recognized. For some of you, especially if this is something you're doing online, some of you could be influencers, content creators. I'm seeing the music industry, models, doing something where you could even be in the beauty industry as well. I'm hearing like fashion designers, like something, either you or something you do is meant to be in the spotlight, meant to be seen. You're meant to break the mold. Is it going to cause disruption for others? Sure. Is that your problem? Absolutely not. Ooh-wee. Get a message here. We have broken promises, disappointed expectations, failed commitments, lost trust, words meant nothing. So what I'm getting here is that I feel like you are somebody who is going to be fulfilling promises that others have broken. Like, let's say, for example, let's go back to the work situation. Let's say somebody in that work sector made a lot of promises about what they could do and how they could bring a lot of business to the company and how they could expand the company. Well, it turns out that they failed their commitments. They failed what they said they were going to do and commit to. A lot of people, or maybe even a particular higher up, may have lost trust with a particular individual. I thought you said you were going to come in here and bring in a lot of business, bring in a lot of money, really, bring us to the top. Boom, tower, here you come. I feel like, individuals have dealt with a lot of illusionists, a lot of fakes, people who put on this facade or create a facade of who they want that person to think they are. I'm also getting this example of, let's say, somebody's a makeup artist and they're dealing with a celebrity and they're kind of telling the celebrity, yeah, look, this is my portfolio, this is what I can do. And they go and do that celebrity's makeup and the makeup is trash. Or let's say somebody does makeup for wedding venues. And then boom, here you come, the real deal. There's something about you being the real deal, being a master of your craft. Sneaky link. What I'm really getting from this sneaky link card is kind of what I was saying before, people who put on this facade, people who put on this mask, make promises that they can't keep, and they know that they can't keep these promises because they know they're putting on a facade, putting on a mask, and that's where the sneaky part comes in. Literally says, nobody needs to know. Give me one more here. Ooh, this one just flew out. Safe space. What's interesting is that I feel like these individuals are going to see you as a safe space. Other people may see you as a disruptor, but those who see you as the authentic one, the real deal, they're going to see you as a safe space. Someone that they can trust. And money moves. I don't gotta dance. I make money moves. Smart decisions, strategic investments, building wealth, making my money work. You know how to bring in the money. You know how to, again, like I said, you are a master of your craft, extremely skilled, overqualified in something. A lot of, people may have dealt with a lot of love bombers. People who kissed a lot of ass to get where they got, only to not be able to deliver what they promised they could deliver. Ooh-wee. Let's get a message from this oracle deck as well. Conflict, yes. Definitely bringing in conflict again, not intentionally, but people are going to definitely feel something stirring within them. A lot of internal conflict. Somebody here could have been a dancer. I don't know why I keep hearing that Cardi B song, I don't gotta dance, I make money moves. Somebody could have been a dancer and you're breaking the mold by, maybe stepping into something that people never thought. Maybe you are very successful in stocks and bonds and real estate and, like, who knows? But release doubts. You've been here before. Trust yourself and believe in your own strengths to own your life. I definitely feel like I'm speaking to a collective who's extremely confident in themselves. Zero doubts. Again, you see an opportunity, you see that you need to take a leap in something, and you do it without even second guessing or overthinking. I feel like you're going to have a lot of people doubting themselves. Kindness and spiritual hater. Be guided by your heart. Let go of logic and rationality. So that's another thing. I feel like you may be a very kind soul. That could be the expectations, or misconceptions. Somebody could have painted this picture of you probably being this very cocky, arrogant, conceited person, or you're this, or you're that, making up all these stories in their mind of who they think you are. Only for you, again, there's a tower, their illusions being dismantled. You're actually this very kind and gentle soul. Are you fiery? Are you magnetic? Do you know how to run a room, a business, a company? Do you know how to maneuver certain situations with power? Sure. But underneath all that is someone who's kind, who's humble, who's gracious. And here comes those haters, especially if you're spiritual or you do something spiritual. Hates on your spirituality, light, magic, power. It's that Queen of Wands energy. You hold a lot of power, a lot of magic, a lot of light energy, and you're irritating people's demons. We have impersonator. You may have people who start trying to do what you do, doing it how you do it. A lot of people trying to impersonate your energy, how you dress, how you look, how you do a particular thing. But they'll never, it's like, I don't know why I'm getting like, when Plankton is trying to steal the secret formula for the Krabby Patty. It's almost like that. Somebody trying to steal your secret formula, but they will never have the secret formula. They can impersonate, they can try to copy, trying to act like you, dress like you, do what you do, how you do it, but it will never be exactly like your formula. Let's get a fortune oracle to close this out for the collective, please. We have goals and dragonfly. Number 13, progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. And dragonfly number 8, have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connect to spirit. At the bottom of the deck is fire. 10, let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. Yeah, some of you could have heavy fire in your chart. Goals. If you have been feeling bored, restless, super sensitive, or more vulnerable to criticism than usual, stay positive and remember criticisms cannot hurt you unless you let them. A goal you thought was unreachable now seems closer than ever. Learning some new skills or even taking up a brand new hobby can help your progress. Let old plans, concepts, and expectations go. It is time to start afresh. Big changes are in store for you now. Trust your instincts and play your hunches, and you could also gain some extra money. You have ideas to convey and people to persuade, but don't oversell yourself. You will soon be in the driver's seat, and things will certainly go in your favor. A unique achievement will make you and those around you feel so proud. Kicking major goals is the plan now. Number 8, dragonfly. The dragonfly represents renewal. A deeper way of living is opening up for you as you become incredibly more spiritual in your outlook and understanding. Your intuition will be stronger, your dreams more intense, and messages from deceased loved ones through dreams will be uplifting and beautiful. Your aura will become electric. This card also symbolizes change. You may find yourself with new perspectives on what you want in your future. There will be time spent soul searching, and walks down memory lane can help you make some life changing decisions. Have confidence, you will be a force to be reckoned with. There will be constant change, but you will accomplish your goals with ease. Self doubts about your future will disappear, and a newfound strength and confidence will shine through. Remember, the dragonfly represents adaptability. Call upon the power of the dragonfly whenever you feel stuck or can't make decisions. Life will be like a roller coaster at times. You may experience many twists and turns as well as thrills along the way. Know when to take a break from the ride so as to avoid burnout. Enjoy living life to the full without those pesky self doubts. I'm going to leave it right there, collective. If this resonated, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time, bye.